Hey guys, it's the themagicianmaster100 here, and now I'm going to show you my spellcaster deck. Just like my first vid, but except my old channel got, terminated because of the copyrights, but no more copyrights. I will be doing mostly funny videos and something random, and also Yu-Gi-Oh! Duels and spellcaster decks. So here we go. One Sunny Pixie. Thanks for her ability. If she's used for a synchro summon for a light attribute, you automatically gain 1,000 life points. Sorry about the red dot. It's my camera. It means it's recording right now. One Dark Red Enchanter. It's good. Don't use it against Dark Worlds because that will give him the advantage, or Fabled too, because that will also give him the advantage. Because he also has the ability to make your opponent discard as long as you remove 2 spell counters from him. But on the bright side, he'll gain 300 for every spell counter that's on him. And of course, when a player plays a spell card, he'll, gain another spell counter. 2 effect values, negate and fill an effect, and she's a good tuner. 2 apprentices, good for gaining spell counters and good for special summoning level 2 or below spellcasters. 2 old Vindictus, good for distraction on an opponent's monster. 2 breakers, good for destroying spells and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field. 2 magical exemplars. She's like Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, except you need spell counters, and she only brings back spell casters as long as it's equal to the level of the monster, the spellcaster monster that's in your hand or graveyard. And of course, anytime a player plays a spell card, she'll gain 2 spell counters. 2 of my favorite tuner monsters, Knights and Sorcerer. Thanks for his ability. When he's special summoned, he automatically lets you remove up to 2 cards from your opponent's graveyard. 2 the Trickies. Pretty good monsters like Cyber Dragon, except you had to discard a card. 2 Crusaders End Motion. Pretty good monster, like reloading on spell counters, and he will gain an extra 600. We all know this monster's effect and what he's good for. Chaos Sorcerer. Trap Stun. Magic Cylinder. Call the Haunted. Hidden Book of Spells. For any time you need to bring back 2 spell cards and, shuffle them into your deck. I'll explain why I use it. Mirror Force. 2 Wabakus. And not 1, not 2, but 3 Power Stones. Good for using a certain effect, or, trying to gain spell counters. But I might take them out and replace them with other traps someday. So, 1 Monster Born. 1 Pot of Avarice. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. 1 Miracle Synchro Fusion. I'll show you why in a little bit. 1 Swords of Revealing Light. 2 Magical Citadels of End of Motion. Good for paying for spell counters for other monsters on your side of the field, or cards that require spell counters to be used. It's like you're not paying for them at all. I usually use this when it comes to my Magical Exemplar and her ability. And finally, 3 Spell Power Grasp. What I use the Hidden Book of Spells for, when I have 2 Spell Power Grasps in my graveyard and I have 1, I'll play it. Well, actually, no, I'll bring back the other 2, then play it, so I can keep doing the rotation all over again. But if you have 2 in your hand, then you're kind of, screwed. Excuse me. Just sneezed. Now, the extra deck. 1 Genus Hyper Librarian. I know it's TG Hyper Librarian for short, but I kind of like calling him Tech Genus Hyper Librarian. 2 Explosive. He's like a powerhouse version of Breaker the Magical Warrior, except you had to remove 2 spell counters to use attack. 3 Tempests, good for OTKs, and to let you all know, she only does it for monsters, not spells and traps, monsters only. I looked at her more closely. It's meant for she's meant for monsters only. Yeah, I know, kind of a big shock right there. If you're all wondering, like, if someone used a Tempest on his Power Stone, then they screwed you over. Your opponent screwed you over good. And got the whole ability all wrong. So, if you ever need to know about spellcasters, comment to my channel or send me a message and I'll help you out the best I can. And here's my favorite monster, Arcanine Magician, 3 of them. Good for destruction, and he gains 1,000 attack points for every spell counter that's on him. Really good monster. And he's awesome. And finally, my personal favorite card. 2 Supreme Arcanine Magicians. Drawing card on the field, and he'll gain 1,000, and he'll let you draw a card. The reason why you would like the destruction on the field is because the fact that if your opponent has Lava Golem on the field, you'll be able to destroy it, and don't have to worry about anything. Well, that's my vid. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And I hope you like this vid. And also say good comments, because this is my first vid ever. Well, not first vid ever, my second vid ever. And I'm going to try to post more vids today. Well, see ya.